9/11, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Block it, block it.
They run it again with Cook. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, two. Hey, 7.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Hey, back up. Yep.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Again, it's Cook. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Hey, Roy. 61. Max watch. Right. Go. Go. Okay.
Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points in the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
He'll look to throw. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Carter. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
The run 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
The Jaguars at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Play action. It's Lawrence. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27,
Lawrence.
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Lawrence. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Recon, 132 Fox. Hey, exit. Hey, let's go. Go. Hey, Wahoo.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Rock it.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, back up. Hey, Alpha. Five.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 62 yards as they have taken the lead. York on now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Hayward! Hey!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Bravo! Hey, keep six.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Back to throw now on first down. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right side completes to Mechie.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. For man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw here. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now Lawrence. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Come on, get. Hey, let's go. First team, Bill.
On second down, Cook. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
We also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a second and long. They'll look to throw.
He's able to find Melton.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff up the middle. Parrish. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. Parrish. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pushes past him. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pilot, 64. Hey, orbit. Hey, Fox, hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
go. Bravo. Hey, speed stick. Speed stick.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll go again with Gibson, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. On the return is Reed. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Hey, Joseph. Hey, exit.
Lawrence. Able to find Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Browns, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy